Hi guys, and welcome back to our DCUO Let's Play for the PlayStation. I am Ninja Misty, and with me is...
Ninja Andrew, and oh my god, it's been forever, guys. We're back. Woot!
And we're back to celebrate the holidays. And I think something terrible is happening with Larfleeze and rings, and... yeah.
I will use my nutcracker powers for good.
I won't go near that with a 50-foot pole. So, I'm going to open up my journal real quick, guys, to show you. The mission is called Winter Plunderland. It's actually the season's greetings. It's kind of like the whole shebang there. Winter Plunderland, you've got to be level 5 before you can go in and queue up for this mission. So Ninja Andrew and I are going to warp to the Watchtower to talk to Hal Jordan, and we will see you guys there and kind of give you the A to Z about season's greetings. So we'll be right back. Okay guys, so we are in the Watchtower, and you can see behind us this lovely Christmas tree with Hal Jordan standing in front of it. So we are going to talk to him and pick up the mission.
Ever wanted your own holiday special? Now's your chance, because we need.
And he's going to kind of blam on here for, frankly, way too long.
Wind of the gift-giving season and wants to take everything for himself.
I want a tree like the one that's behind him, Misty. Why can't I have a tree that looks like that?
Gifts, trees, snowmen,
I want that tree too.
Anything. And he's not
Tell
going to share.
me.
Go out into the cities
and
find
you're not,
caches of stolen holiday goods.
You're not in with the lanterns like you should be.
Oh god.
And give it to folks who really need it.
I'm down with the light powers.
Sweet. Okay, so what we're going to do, we'll talk about the stuff that's in Skeet's vendor after we do the interior event. But right now we're going to head to Chinatown and do the outside portion and also spot Larfleeze. Actually, while we're here, let me just pull up the Feats really quick and just kind of go through that for you guys. So you're just going to go down to seasonal. And then winter holidays. Okay. So some of it's pretty straightforward collecting styles. There's the holiday elf set. There's the North Pole set. And this year they added a feat for collecting the 3 present hats. If you do the daily quest 15 times, you get a feat for that, spotting Larfleeze, and we're going to take you around and show you some spots where he likes to pop up. Then you have to throw 50 snowballs. Completing both winter seasonal collections. There's actually 3 collections this year. The one for the checking it twice feat is going to be your naughty and nice list. Those are going to drop in the event. They'll drop when you're doing like your alerts or duos or raids. And then you have a new collection this year, which I'll have to look back. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. I'll look at that in just a second. And then you've got completing this secret research facility in 7 minutes or less, transporting orange lantern constructs. You'll see that when we go into the event. Those are fairly easy to get if you have a good group. We'll give you some tips on that. And then they added base items this year, so there's a feat for collecting 13 of those. And while it's on my mind, let me pull up this collection really quick so you guys can see. It is called What's Yours is Mine. And there are 8 collections there. And you get this really super awesome polar bear hat for completing that collection. So we are going to head out to Chinatown, and we will see you out there in just a minute. Okay guys, so we are outside of the Chinatown police station, as you can see. In the background, you're going to see this really awesome red, green, and white beam going.
Spirally.
Yes.
Candy cane beam.
going up into the sky, and that is going to be your marker for the little Christmas tree constructs that you have to activate on, and then you're going to fight some orange lanterns. So, let's get this party started. And what you're wanting to do here, pretty straightforward. You're going to fight them, and then you're going to see these presents appear. Once you activate on the correct one, you don't need to activate on the other two.
Depending on how many deploy at any given time. With this one,
right,
it likes to give us 2 at a time sometimes, but what's this over here?
Get away from that!
And as you can see,
I'm gonna go activate on it.
It'll turn you into, like, for me, it has me into the construct snowman. It'll put you inside a snow globe. It'll make you dance. You just never know what kind of zaniness is waiting for you.
But basically, only a portion of the presents that appear are going to be ones that you can actually activate on. So just keep that in mind. You can see we did a whole bunch there, but we only got 2.
Correct.
So you'll probably have to do about 5 of the trees total to get everything that you need. And this is just one location outside of Chinatown Police Station that we like to come to do this on hero characters. We'll also show you an area that's good for villains, just for, you know, people who are newer to the game who don't maybe know where to go to look for these. Just make it easier to find.
And the other thing is, new this year, they have the event in Gotham as well.
That's right. So we could show you locations where to go and do that in Gotham. If you've done any of the other seasonal events, everything shows up in basically the same spots. So whether you're hero or villain, Gotham or Metropolis, you should be able to find some of these if you've been playing for a while, or you can check some of the other videos if you're really scrounging for locations. But I think you'll come across enough of these after doing this for a couple days that you'll just be like, okay, they're everywhere. Here we go.
And we're in a PvP phase.
I was expecting that. He just snuck by me. Let's see if I can... Oh.
So the good thing is if you are in a PvP phase, there are several of these that will pop up around the police station.
That's right.
So at least if you get in trouble, help is not terribly far away.
That's right.
Now for the villain side of things, pretty much the same exact thing. You're just going to meet with Sinestro in the Hall of Doom. And you're coming out, and instead of saving Christmas, you're trying to ruin it.
Woohoo!
Except you want to ruin it in your way and not Larfleeze's way.
So random.
Yes.
Will the lanterns ever get along? Probably not.
Probably not.
These usually will pop out waves of 3 guys, or somehow you can get these 3 presents. Or it might do 3 waves of 2 guys. You'll get 2 presents at a time, but then still only 2 presents total out of the 6 will work. There we go.
Thank you, hero person.
You want to activate on them as quickly as possible, and it does help to do this with other people, so if you see somebody else doing it and you need it, it's always easier to go and help them because you'll both get credit.
Exactly. So we need one more.
Yeah, if you're out here fighting them one at a time and you get the one where it's like 3 groups of 2 guys at a time, if you're fighting them by yourself, you may not have enough time to activate on any of the presents, just because it'll spawn the first 2 guys, you'll kill them, but then the next 2 guys will spawn before you've even had a chance to activate. So just be careful, that's all I'm saying.
Here we go.
Alright. So I guess we're ready to queue up for the Christmas event.
Alright guys, so we are in the interior portion of the holiday event. We queued up for the secret research facility. You can see there's a Skeets vendor here. That's just to purchase the holiday items that you'll get with your holly tokens that drop.
Whoa, check out that horde. There's the power rings trapped inside those emitters. They're fueling the shield surrounding him. Get in the mix and interrupt the flow of energy.
You're no match for me.
Use those shielded constructs to
Okay.
disrupt the energy beams from each emitter.
So you can
That
see, I'm
will
going to fly
temporarily
around for a
disable
second.
the
There are
shields protecting
4
Larfleeze.
rings that are being protected by shields. What you want to do is find the orange lantern, defeat them, and then transport the encased lantern to whichever. There's going to be an arrow that pops up, and you want to transport them over to that, I guess, what, shielded ring?
Yeah.
And you can see it'll break the connection, destroying...
So, 4 lantern constructs, 1 in each corner. You kill the construct, you take it back to the corner that it came from. That's all I have to add. And then Larfleeze will come out. And you have to do that basically 3 times, right?
Right.
So don't worry too much about killing them unless you're, like, seriously overpowered and know what you're doing. In which case, probably don't need to watch this, but... So you can see we're in the second phase of the lanterns coming out. If everybody sort of splits up and goes to each individual corner, because there's 4 lanterns, 4 dudes fighting them, like, that generally works out pretty well, because they're not that tough. So, like, don't be afraid to go and fight one by yourself and, like, just get the healing or power or whatever from your group that just happens to come to you across the room, because you'll be fine.
And there are also orange barrels. I'll show you where in just a second. Actually, I could probably just go show you right now, since Larfleeze is going to go back into his shield anyway. Kind of, you're going to find 1 on each side, and they will respawn.
There's actually there's a third one. There's sort of like 3 around the edge of the room, except for the side with the door on it. So just, yeah, keep your eyes out if you need help. There are barrels, and they respawn fairly quickly. Alright. Look at my map, see where everybody else is going, and try to do 1 on each corner. Somebody just hanging out. That's okay. We're just here to have a good time. There you go. Pick them up with circle. If you look at the map, you'll also see, like, let's say you pick up one, you don't know which corner to take it to. If you look at the map, it'll have an X on the corner that you need to take it back to. So just, if you can't see it, you can at least get it that way. Alright, so this is the last phase of Larfleeze coming out. Now, there's a feat that you can get in here that has to do with these presents that just dropped, and I guess I'm going to try and get it for these guys.
Well, there's 2 feats. There's one if you defeat him without it overloading at all.
Oh, is there?
Yes.
Which do we need?
We don't need either one. Okay, so you can see that it says power battery overload stage 1. If you're a lower level, I would be careful.
Might not want to do this, yeah.
If you don't have a healer, and probably a troller, so the healer has enough power, because when the lantern fully overloads, a lot of damage happens to you.
So basically, the presence that you need to take to the lantern to make it overload always spawns in the same corner. It's the one that I'm going to be standing next to here. And basically, you need to activate on the present when it drops to make the one that you need pop out. Okay, come on, buddy. Yeah, I'm overloading it. And then 3 times of doing this will overload it. The other 3 presents are actually empty. So this is the only one you need to pick up, is the one that's in that corner that I've been picking it up from. So now, it is time to kill Larfleeze for the last time, and we're gonna kill him by busting out some special fun stuff.
And just make sure that if you're trying to overload it, that you don't kill Larfleeze before it's fully overloaded, if you're going for the feat.
That's right. So this is, I guess, it's the harder of the feats, is to defeat him when he's like overpowered like this, so, or overcharged. So just, you know, that probably will help more people who are trying to figure out how to get the feat. If you want to do it so that you don't overcharge it, activate on the present, pick it up, and toss it away from the lantern so that it doesn't blow up next to it and overcharge it.
Right, because Ninja Andrew was picking it up and holding it next to the lantern so it would explode and overload it. That way somebody didn't pick it up and throw it away.
That's right. So, drops that you can get in here include the Snowman Trinket, which both Ninja Misty and I demonstrated there for a little bit. And then also the ugly, horrible holiday sweater that I'm wearing, plus a couple other varieties, and the Nutcracker head that I'm wearing, plus a couple other varieties of that, also drop as random rare drops from this event. So there's quite a few things that you can get just as drops out of this event. So
you'll also get the winter snowballs, that you throw 50 of those, and you get a feat for that. And then you get like the Frosty Bombs. Those you can use out in the open world. You can use them in your PvE content to throw. Well, that was rude. And you can also, but you cannot use them. You could use them in PvP and it was hilarious, but you can't use them in PvP anymore. And I'm going to destroy Ninja Andrew. So.
Alright guys, so that's like, you're gonna find the drops in here. You're also gonna get the collection pieces. You'll also get the tokens to spend in the vendor. Oh, I see how it is.
Well, and the Snowman Trinket's really cool, especially if you're a DPS. You've got
best DPS trinket in the game. Oh my god.
You've got your frost breath, and you've got your spinny arms, and you've got, oh, I'm gonna drop a big old piece of ice on your face, and then I'm gonna do this epic move. And my favorite.
Best one is this one. Yes. Make it rain.
And then you're throwing snowballs, and you have like a charged snowball that you can throw. So all in all, like, I think it's pretty daggone epic.
It's a sweet trinket to pop. Like, it used to be awesome for PvP. This is a beast trinket for PvP. If you're, like, into dueling with trinkets, this is the one you want to have if you're a DPS. Or any other role in the game. Why not? It's awesome.
There you go.
So,
alright, let's take a look in the vendor really quick. Okay. So, like most of the holiday events, you've got your tasty snacks. It's going to increase your damage. The snickerdoodle is going to increase your health. And the gingerbread cookie is going to increase your healing. Then you've got the stylish present hats, which you can see. Who wouldn't want to wear that? That's what I'm saying. The merry, the jolly, and the joyous. Then you've got the Santa suit, which is the North Pole collection.
Oh.
There you go. Then you've got the Holiday Elf, which has some cool pieces. Ninja Andrew's wearing some of those. The shoulders, the hands, feet,
gloves, and the
back.
boots.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you've got rings. Now these, actually it's a perfect time of year since they've taken away the PvE gear. The PvP gear in PvE. You might find that your PvP ring that you were wearing, because it was the best one that you could get at the time you hit level 30, is no longer functioning for you. So you might want to mosey on over here to the holiday event and pick up the highest level ring for your class. Definitely done that on some of my lower level characters.
They're a decent alternative to having like some of the Prometheum gear for characters that maybe don't have that gear or don't have access to it. If you can buy this stuff, it'll hold you over. I think the item level on some of them are decent, at least 51 item level. You know, that's not bad for a character that's just starting out trying to get some CR.
Exactly.
You know?
Then you're going to see the peppermint weapons. I was using the peppermint two-handed. You can see whatever your pleasure is. There's one for every class. So
Sweet.
Then you get into the base items. The fireplaces, the garlands, the mistletoe, the presents, which when we go back to our lair, you'll be able to see in spades because they're all over the place. So I think that wraps it up for the interior event, and we are going to go out and spot Larfleeze. So we will see you guys outside.
Hoot. Okay guys, so we are back here in Metropolis, and we are just going to head over to Steelworks, because I find that there are quite a few locations around this particular section of Metropolis to find Larfleeze. So we'll head over here. This is also where I would head if I was a villain looking for some of these exterior missions, the Christmas trees to do. Because you're really not going to find too many people that you're going to run into over here. So I'm just going to fly down and I'll get Ninja Misty to sort of show you the locations. I'm back over here by the entrance. Or at least this side.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I'm going to do this slowly now with Ninja Misty once we meet back up. Do you see me there?
I can't see you. Okay, I can see you now.
Okay. So this is a location for Larfleeze, even though he is not here right now. It's one of the places you're going to want to come and check. Another one is up on these smokestacks, right in between them, on the middle. Although, oh, he's here right now, so do you want to go in and grab him?
Sure. It's funny, you keep disappearing.
I will hug you and pet you.
I can't see you either right now.
Fine.
Okay, so there's Larfleeze, and he's busting a move.
Hey.
And you can see, you'll know that you spotted him because it'll tell you like 10 times, hey, you spotted Larfleeze.
You know? So I'm just gonna I'm gonna fly slowly just so that Misty and I don't lose each other, or, well, they're a little bit far apart, but, yeah, I don't want to lose Misty. So I'll just go slightly slow. Sorry, guys.
Are we going to the Soda Cola building?
This building here, sorry, I'm gonna go speedy. It's on the corner. It's the last sort of tall building on this particular street. I'm up at the top. And I'm gonna fly down, and do you see Larfleeze there?
Yes. He's
Okay,
popped in
fine.
now.
I'm going to fly down and grab him for my
Larfleeze the lantern has a
spotting of the
shiny
day.
ring.
And you guys can see where we are in relation to strikers.
Strikers, yeah, I think would be a good. And then also the Ace of Clubs pub, which is just sort of a couple buildings away from the Soda Cola building. And I'll just wait here. I can see he's on the roof here again as well.
He hasn't popped in. There he is. So you
There
guys
he
can
is.
see him.
And these are all locations where you can find the iconic heroes and villains for the fanboy or more than you could chew feats, which are in your general tab in your feats list. And if you want some more locations, you can check out our video that's specifically for those feats, and any of the locations that we show there are ones that you can check for Larfleeze. So I'm just going to fly now back sort of towards Star Labs, and just over on this side of the island, specifically like where sort of after Steelworks, because the gates to Steelworks sort of end over here, and then over on this side is a good place for villains to go, because it's not too far from the station, and there's usually quite a few Christmas trees in this area.
You just want to make sure you don't inadvertently run into the villain Steelworks mission.
That's right.
So just keep a heads up for that. But see, you can see there's a tree down here.
There's some more in the distance over here, but they might not be visible anymore. But this is just generally, like, when Misty and I play, this is an area that we like to come to, just if we're looking to relax and just get it done. So we will now head to a very special holiday-themed base, I believe.
I believe that we are.
Woot.
And the same thing for Gotham. You can spot Larfleeze there. I imagine it's going to be just like what Ninja Andrew said. You're going to look for him in the places that you would find the iconics spawning, kind of in the off-season.
That's right.
Okay, so we are in our holiday headquarters.
Woohoo!
We can show you some of the cool base items that you can get. So we'll start over here. You have garlands hanging on the wall. You have the Yule fireplace. You have what I call the Charlie Brown Christmas tree.
Yes.
You have
Or
presents.
Snoopy's Christmas tree as well. Woo.
Well, you know, Snoopy had the big flashy tree.
More.
He did. Snoopy's flashy. Okay. So here's the festive tree, which is cool. Once again, the presents
Are all over the place, because Misty's giving me like 1,000,000 presents, guys. It's freaking awesome. Woo.
Heck yeah. He's going to be disappointed because I just wrapped empty boxes. But don't tell him.
Those are the presents.
Sweet, I can't.
No,
You-
the boxes, man.
Nice. You have Santa's sleigh. And here's Santa's throne. Not really, but yeah, it totally is. You know it.
Hey, because you know Santa has a throne, man.
Yes, he does. And then
mall.
there's some mistletoe. If you want to kiss that special someone.
I do.
I'll let you know when they get here. Alright. On the wall, you have the Yule log, fireplace, TV awesomeness. Sweet. This is kind of our elf's workshop. Like, well, this isn't the workshop. This is where they're packing up everything to ship off to the good little girls and boys. And you can see the hanging garlands here. That's another item you can get. We'll go downstairs. This is where the elves are working and
making Christmas.
Making Christmas and relaxing. This is where the elf overlord sits.
That's me.
Yes.
Woo.
And then you have more trees. And we've just, obviously we've added a lot more stuff in here because we're cool like that.
That's what we do.
Yes.
Just 100% cool stuff.
Oh, God, yeah.
Better recognize.
That's right. All right. Wreaths, that's another thing. The wreaths are pretty cool. There's another Yule log fireplace. I'm not sure why they call that the Yule log fireplace. It's kind of this little techie looking fireplace to me, but it's cool. Anyway.
It's got the same picture as the Yule log TV.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, no.
And then up here is where Santa Claus
gets his freak on.
You're not getting anything for Christmas. You're getting coal. Listen at you. This is Santa's inner sanctum. How about that? He's got his... Oh, please. He's got his bed. And his magical crystals. And his epic Christmas fireplace. Look at this. Look at all the stockings. Sweet. And he's got his little map.
Santa is a beast man with like 5 feet.
Scary. And here's where Santa can contemplate the mysteries of the universe.
And women.
And women. Well, that's Mrs. Claus in her younger days. I don't know what you're talking about. So, women. Kind of philandering beast do you think Santa is?
Mysteries of the universe.
You're a mystery of the universe. Alright. So that about wraps it up, guys. I think we covered everything in some sort of massively dorky fashion.
Which is what we're here for.
Yeah, of course it is. Alright, so...
Our apologies.
I apologize for nothing. Alright, guys. Well, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. Have a happy one. Festivus, yes.
Festivus.
Festivus.
For the rest of us.
Yes. So whatever it is that you celebrate, we hope that you have a happy one. And like, subscribe, comments, questions. You know where to find us on DorkNinjaGaming. We'll see you next time. Bye.